Hi, it's good to be back with you again here in the in between. I'm Camille. When your life changes, when you're cracked open, when your plans are disrupted, your attention tends to be focused on what's happening outside of you, the chaos, the confusion, the shifting that's happening underneath your feet. However, there's also something happening inside of you because change never just alters your outer world, it absolutely alters your inner world. I call this world the inner landscape. This is the emotional terrain of the change cycle. It's how you feel when you're going through change. And so we are going to turn our attention now away from the outer effects of change. We're going to turn our attention now back to the inner landscape. Welcome to recognizing yourself in the in between. This is part two of this very special series in which we have walked the path of the in between. And now we're turning back around with a little bit more wisdom, with a little bit more insight, with a lot more curiosity, and hopefully with a lot more calm. Because when you're going through times of change, transformation, uncertainty, you don't have time for perspective. You're doing all you can to go with what's happening while you're showing up for your everyday living. Inside the inner landscape, we're going to be taking a closer look at some of the core feelings that we go through because none of this is random. And if you don't understand that this is a universal experience, if you don't know that there's language for it, let alone tips and strategies to bring compassion to yourself while you're walking through it, you may think there's something wrong with you. We often say, "What's wrong with me? Why do I feel this way? Why am I so afraid?" But when you're going through sacred disruption, there is a matching component of an emotional template that we all feel. How we navigate it, how we show up for it, is of course unique to ourselves. Some of these core feelings are, of course, fear, uncertainty, chaos, doubt. All right, these feelings can really hit us upside the head and crack open our hearts. This is deep stuff. And yet, in life, the old design model says, just skim right over it. We have gone out of our way to avoid our feelings. We numb them, we avoid them, anything to avoid actually feeling them. But in the new design for living, we are here to feel our feelings. Number one, because they're ours. Number two, because they ask us to feel them. And perhaps most importantly, by feeling them, we have a complete experience of them. They get processed in real time instead of stuck inside of us, stuck energy in our hearts, stuck energy in our bodies, causing dis-ease. So here in this new series in which we are going back to revisit these areas of change, we are putting all of our attention now on how we feel when we are going through transformation. And so I look forward to taking this deeper dive with you, and I encourage you to have something to write with, whether it's your laptop, your phone, or a good old-fashioned piece of paper, because you're ready now to see things differently than you were able to the first time around. We're just trying to get up out of bed and not feel so depressed all day long. We don't have time to be curious about why we're depressed. No, the first time around, we're just there to get through it. But now that you have gotten through it, Let's turn back around with that curiosity, with that insight, and see what else might be layered within the layers of the inner landscape. I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for watching.